Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is DMS11. Today's topic: cosigning. Cosigning is like a curse word for me. It's like someone coming at me with a knife, trying to kill me. Today, I'm going to bring up some very good reasons why I believe that no one should ever cosign. I know that based on everyone's individual situation, everyone has to do what they feel they have to do in regards to decisions they make for themselves and for others. But I think co-signing is a terrible idea. Let me tell you why. First, I'll start with myself. I remember when I was young, before I got my first ride. Okay, my father co-signed for my sister. He co-signed for my sister. My sister had been late on her car payments, which made him have to take charge, make the payments, or his credit was going to get wrecked. And speaking of wreck, my sister wrecked the car. But that's another story. I was taught at an early age by my godmother that why co-signing is a bad idea. And it stayed with me, what she taught me, to this day, more than 30 years later. When you co-sign for a person, you are taking a big risk as far as your credit and financial health. Okay, I know that everyone's not perfect, because I can tell you, I did not always have great credit. Okay, I had a credit score in the fives at one time too. This was over close 20 years ago, but I had to get my head out of my behind and stop doing it. Because what I was doing was I was spending more money than I was making. I was buying a lot of frivolous stuff, going out partying a little too much, not paying my bills on time, which is the exact opposite of where I am now. But that's proof that people can change, even though a lot of people don't because they're hard hit. But that's neither here nor there. But when you co-sign, let's say you have a friend, your friend has bad credit, you have excellent credit, and your friend comes to you and says, "Oh man, will you help me get this car? Man, my credit's kind of bad, but I'm make payments on time. I'm going to get my credit reestablished, but I just need this little help, this little push." And you, being the great friend you are, you do it. Oh boy. I don't know that many stories of people co-signing where it had a happy ending, with some exception of, I know I have some friends who have adult or near adult kids where they co-signed. The kids were responsible in the first place, and they helped them, and the kids came through. They handled their responsibilities. They paid on time. They did the right thing. But that's a rare case, because the average time, I'm making reference to people who have dinged up their credit already, and then all of a sudden they expect you to come in and save them because you've acted responsible with the way you handle your finances. You've acted responsible in the way that you paid your bills. You've acted responsible in the way that you limit yourself to your spending, don't go overboard, and don't go in debt. But somehow it seems like there's entitlement going on here, which I don't like. I don't believe in, I don't subscribe to. And entitlement is based off of, if someone has dinged their credit and has acted irresponsible, they always expect to be saved. That's I guess that's how we live in 2017, because I'm seeing entitlement everywhere. It's like, oh, help me do this. I'm supposed to get this. No, get off your ass and get your own stuff. I'm sorry about some of my language sometimes, but hey, it is what it is. Because I'm getting tired of people, and it's not just me, because I think I made the point to people that I'm not going to co-sign for you. I'm not going to bail you out. I'm not going to save you. Okay, a lot of things that I could do to help you, you're not going to do, which is listen to my advice. I'm not acting like I know everything, but I told you. This is a true story. I didn't come out of my mother's body just being perfect and knowing everything, but I've gone in the concept or of handling money and credit being financially more responsible, I graduated from kindergarten to college as far as in that school of money. Okay, because once upon a time I had bad credit. I remember one time back in 1998, I was not paying my car note on time. Do you know how embarrassing it is for the the lien holder of a car that you're paying on to call your job, and someone who has a name similar to yours gets the call instead of you, and now they know that you've been jacking up your finances. You know, that happened. Luckily, the person with the name similar to mine wasn't going around telling them, because I was embarrassed that that happened. But that was embarrassing to have bill collectors calling your job because you don't want to pay your bills on time. Like I said, that happened to me, but that was almost 20 years ago. So I can sweep that dust back in the closet. But what I'm trying to say is that if you or if one has bad credit, they should take steps to repair it without dragging everyone else into it. Okay? Because to co-sign for someone who's already getting their credit, they've already demonstrated that they're irresponsible and reckless. Why would you give them a second shot where this time the consequences are deeper? Because if they don't pay the bill, you must pay the bill, or you, who otherwise had excellent credit, will take a ding for their irresponsibility. So I say no co-signing. Like I said, everybody has their life. I cannot tell anybody what to do, but I'm just bringing up the points why I say no co-signing, because I have proven that you can go from being a financial jackass, that's my terminology for irresponsible, reckless people with their money, financial jackass. Repeat, financial jackass. In the late 90s, early 2000s, I was a financial jackass. But in the early 2000s, I was making a commitment to stop being that way. My credit cards were maxed out, wasn't paid on time, but what I did was I cut them up, the ones that weren't canceled already, and I took the biggest one, paid it off. Then with the next biggest one, paid it off. The next one, paid it off. Didn't let myself get another credit card for like another maybe year and a half. I cut my cell phone off at the time. Went without a cell phone, without a year, just stuck with a landline. Okay, and I made some changes. You know, I told myself from now on, I'm going to pay all my bills on time, every time. I'm not gonna rob Peter to pay Paul. I'm not gonna put off paying the electric bill because I want to hang out and make it rain at the bar trying to impress some females. No. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm not a brilliant person, and once again, I'm not bragging on myself, but if you co-sign for someone who's already demonstrated that they're financially irresponsible, they're more likely 99 times out of 98 times they're usually going to do it again, but this time you will pay the price because you put your name on it. You co-sign. It is possible for a person with bad credit to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and get it together. It's not going to happen overnight, but it can happen because I went through it. But I think people have a lot of nerve asking someone to co-sign just when their credit is bad and they don't want to take the necessary steps to climb this mountain to go from bad credit to good credit to excellent credit. I had something very interesting happen to me, and I bet you this girl she better been joking, but some tell me she wasn't. There's this lady at my auto mechanic place. Had to take the car in and get a service yesterday morning, and we always talk about everything, relationships. I mean, she has a guy. She has kids. I'm not flirting with her or anything, but anytime I wait for my car to get fixed, she's at the cash register. We talk about a lot of things. There's not a lot of people around. But when I went to pay for my auto repairs, and she knows I have good credit because it's probably mentioned it. We're probably talking about conversations, kind of like the ones I post up in this video. But she told me, and like I said, she better have been joking. Either way, go out and care because I wasn't going to co-sign it anyway. But she said, you know what, man, my credit's so bad I can't get a credit card. You should put me on your credit card. I won't use it, but just to help my credit get up. And I just chuckled because there's no way in the hell that was going to happen. But I think she was baiting me, trying to see what. But You know how women do when they want to get stuff from a man. You know, they'll bait you. They'll see what they can get. But she better have been joking. But I just laughed and I told her, I love you, but meaning there ain't no way in hell I do nothing like that. I'm not being entertaining that idea. Okay, I've been asked to co-sign before. I've been asked to put my name on someone's business. You know, that wasn't gonna happen. Gee, had fun. The guy who wanted to put his name on the business. I'm not talking to him anymore. I won't say it's the direct result of that, but yeah, it is what it is. So you know, have friends you got. They always want, if they want something from you and they push your livelihood at risk, they're not a friend and they're really irresponsible. Like I said, what I would call a financial jackass. So tell people, stop being financial jackasses. Okay, it's not unforgivable sin that you had bad credit or you had a rough time whether you initiated or not. Okay, but you can do better, and you must take steps to do better. Okay, first step is stop depending on everybody. Stop thinking that everybody's supposed to save you save you from yourself, basically. Okay, if you're grown, you don't. No, I don't care if you're married, whatever. Okay, stop expecting everybody to save you from yourself. You save you from yourself. Okay, don't expect me or Bobby Joe Bob, you know, Mary Jane Sue, Shaquita Lalisa, or, you know, okay, I'm being stupid with these names, but anyway, don't expect people to be obligated to help you when they work hard for their stuff, and you didn't. And probably the best advice they can give you is the advice on how they worked hard and how they attain what they attain. If they have a house and it's being paid for, it's being maintained, and they're not, you know, financially struggling to do so, okay, the best thing you could do to get from them is advice on how they do it. What is their plan, or what is their procedure for doing it? Not just, oh, you got good credit, I got bad credit, cosign. No, hell to the dog. You know, and I'm sick of that with people. They always expect you to save them from themselves. I'm not Captain Save Them though. I want to be saved. I'm not doing it. Okay. The best thing I could do, just like for times when I was ignorant about certain things, I'm ignorant about things now. I don't know everything. No one knows everything. You know. But my problem is, it's hard for me to trust people. Okay. So basically, if you tell me something, I might challenge you on it. If you say you good with money, this, that, and the other, I think I'm good with money. I'm gonna ask you some questions. If you say, oh, I know how to speak fluent Spanish, well, guess what? I taught myself how to speak fluent Spanish. I'm gonna challenge you on that. Okay? If you say this, that, and the other, I'm gonna ask for proof. And the thing is the person who has nothing to hide is not lying. Well, show me that proof. But I find out a lot of people lying because apparently when I challenge people, they get mad. So that means liar. So it is what it is. But that co-signing thing is bad, bad, bad. Okay? Person with bad credit, they can get from others. It's not going to happen overnight, but they have to change their ways. They have to do some research. They have to control their spending. They have to start spending on time. They have to quit over borrowing, you know, be it personal or business loans, i.e. a credit card or payday loan. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about payday loans. I ain't gonna talk about that. I might paying hundreds of percent of interest for a loan because you messed up. And yes, I did that too. So I'm talking a lot of stuff. I'm talking about stuff I went through, and I'm talking about stuff I overcame. So I have that right. I have that authority, and I will. But co-signing is a bad idea. There are many programs out here to help somebody get their credit slowly back to normal. For example, if your credit's so bad and you can't get credit, start out with a secure credit card. You put $500 or something in a savings deposit, savings account, and they give you $500 credit. Do that, make small purchases, pay on time, and do that eventually, and you'll be able to get an unsecured card. Okay? And then when you get the unsecured card, don't jack that up. You know, pay on time, don't max it out, you know, Also, I'm talk later another video. I'm talking about what I found out to make your credit score get higher. Because I also learned about how much you should charge or keep on revolving accounts on open lines of credit for your score start getting dinged. But that's gonna be another video. But cosign, no, 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 no. Now the husband or wife thing or significant other thing, that's a maybe different story because that's a rocky road to play. But if it happens, if you co-sign for somebody and you get screwed, I told you so. But anyway, that's all my rant and raving for this one. Keep your credit high, so all these wonderful big high ticket items you want in life, you can get with no problem. Don't spend above your limits. And don't co-sign. It's a terrible thing to do. Financial suicide. Or temporary financial suicide. Anyway, that's all. Be blessed.